now, from the rooftop of the Rockies, it's Backbone Radio with Matt Dunn.
All right, welcome to Hour 3 of Backbone Radio. December 3rd, 2017, under a supermoon. Many thanks to Roger Edwards for dropping by. Hope you'll consider investigating what he's up to with his campaign primary challenge to Mike Kaufman. Again, grassroots. Going to be a low-budget operation to take on the Republican Party establishment right here. And Roger Edwards, tell you what, articulate guy, good guy, great conversation just now. So give him some credit. Look into him. Consider Roger Edwards there. All right, now I wanted to get into a few other things, but the tax cut did pass. I'll get to Kate Steinle here. But the tax cut did pass 51-49. Republican Bob Corker voted against it. But I'll tell you what, looks like we're going to have a pretty good deal on this tax code. And Wall Street Journal describes it, $1.4 trillion in tax cuts, lowers the corporate tax rate to 20% from 35%, which in my view helps American business compete. Less pressure to bring in people from other countries to work here within our borders. And that's some of the nutshell there. And again, 51-49. Of course, the Democrats are blasting the bill. Unacceptable giveaway to corporations and the wealthy. Chuck Schumer says, we'll stuff even more money into the pockets of the wealthy and the biggest corporations while raising taxes on millions in the middle class. And I'm not sure where they're getting that because the rates actually go down. The tax rates actually go down. Wealthiest Americans have their income tax fall to 38.5%, while the lowest tax bracket will fall to 10%. Similar to the House bill, the Senate version, this is from the Breitbart interpretation, will double the standard deduction for individuals to $12,000. That's a standard deduction, and then $24,000 deduction for married couples, and it raises the child tax credit. Good, from $1,000 per child to $1,650 per child. So I would say my view on this is that, kind of with Rand Paul, that it's at least a good start. It's something to work from. And it is the first and the most far-reaching tax cut in 31 years, going back to the Ronald Reagan era. And it might not be the whole enchilada, but a little bit is better than nada. And by the way, that, the Quisling, Jeff Flake, 18% popularity in Arizona, he only voted for it because he was promised to get amnesty for the DACA illegal aliens. That guy, I tell you what, I mean, he's like obsessed with destroying America. He won't even vote for a tax cut for all of American people unless he gets his amnesty. By the way, did I mention that Luis Gutierrez, the face of amnesty in this country, is quitting Congress? That's okay with me. And that leads us to Kate Steinle, the sanctuary city policies in California. The vicious circle has come all the way around. The vicious circle is complete, and that the killer of Kate Steinle has been let off by a San Francisco jury, Jose Inés Garcia Zarate. And I remember doing Backbone Radio about a day after, was it the same day, Kate Steinle murdered in San Francisco in the arms of her father. And by the way, the guy's name then was Juan Francisco Lopez Sanchez, and now his name is like Jose Inés Garcia Zarate. Didn't even know the guy's name. He's been deported 5 times. He's a career criminal. He's a felon, keeps coming back into the country, and he said he would come to San Francisco because he knew it was a sanctuary city. So, how do you like this? San Francisco jury lets this guy off. Killed, Kate Steinle, killed by the American political system, by sanctuary cities, by sanctuary municipalities overriding federal law on a whole host of issues. And what is the left's response to all this? You're seeing, they're proud of this. They're proud of their verdict, ladies and gentlemen. They are proud of it, and I can't even believe it. And you've even got Kirsten Powers over at CNN who says that, well, it was a tragic accident, and Donald Trump exploited that accident to encourage bigotry. Here's Kirsten Powers' tweet. Jury found that the shooting was an accident. Nonetheless, Trump repeatedly portrayed this as a vicious, intentional murder versus a tragic accident in an effort to stir up bigotry against Mexicans. So you have an individual here, illegally, living in a sanctuary city, and a young woman is gunned down because of it. And it's all about, in the eyes of Californians and leftists, Kirsten Powers, well, it's all about Trump trying to stir up hate. Now, what do you think of that, ladies and gentlemen? Tell you what, I mean, they're calling it Kate's Wall now. What if the response to this is, build the damn wall, and build it now, ladies and gentlemen? And by the way, Judge Feng, F-E-N-G, Samuel Feng, who presided over all this, was really complimentary of the jury. He told the jurors, quote, "You have been fantastic. If I run into you in San Francisco and don't recognize you, remind me who you are. On behalf of the court and attorneys, I thank you. I hope you understand how important it is for you to be on a jury and why the judicial system wants you to be a juror." So he is very complimentary of the jurors who let this killer off. Tell you what, folks, talk about completing the vicious circle. And Kate Steinle's family, you see their responses? You see how they responded? Justice was not done, and they kind of half expected it. Kate Steinle's brother says it was an epic failure that led to his sister's murder. And here's a quote from Kate's father, Jim Steinle, whose daughter died in his arms. "We're just shocked, saddened and shocked. That's about it. There's no other way you can coin it. Justice was rendered, but it was not served." Brad Steinle, the brother, said, quote, "I'm stunned that they couldn't even get him on using the weapon." And by the way, I pointed to Jennifer Kern's, frequent guest on Backbone Radio, article in The Hill that is getting clicked and retweeted on all across America. She opens it by saying this: "The verdict in the Kate Steinle murder case is a slap in the face to every law-abiding American citizen. Years of California leaders harboring illegal immigrants have led to this willful and awful occurrence in San Francisco, a killer walking free, despite being in this country illegally, being deported 5 times, and despite being a 7-time convicted felon. San Francisco's sanctuary city policy is bringing shame upon the once golden state in a turn of events that President Trump called disgraceful." It could have all been avoided, ladies and gentlemen. And there they are, using this moment on the left to bash Trump for this. A young woman killed by an illegal immigrant, and they're bashing Trump. Oh, Trump is the one who wants to stir up bigotry and hatred. But yet, what if it's the sanctuary city people, if it's the California people, if it is the left and many in the Republican establishment who do not want to protect the American citizens? They do not care about you. They do not care about your safety and security. What they want to do? Well, what do they want to do? Here's what Laura Ingraham says, responding to the jury's verdict of innocence for this killer here illegally. Laura Ingraham, what do you think?
So why don't Democrats want a wall, and why do they want these sanctuary city policies? What is the real reason?
I think the real reason, ultimately, Jesse, is that they want to replace the current electorate in the United States, that electorate that in Ohio and Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Florida voted for Donald Trump, with a new electorate. And that new electorate, if the demographic changes bear out that we've seen develop in Virginia, that will create a California, a Florida, a Texas that looks like New York and Connecticut and Massachusetts. So I think the Democrats mostly want to replace those, old white yahoo conservatives with a new group of people who might be a little bit more amenable to big government, who don't necessarily have a big affection for the Second Amendment or our Constitution. And a lot of the Republicans who don't want to secure the border haven't wanted to do so because they love the cheap labor. Yep. A lot of businesses love the cheap labor. True. And so there was an unholy alliance between both the left and the right for years until Trump came along and basically called them on their you-know-what and said, this is what the people want. They want a real border, they want a real government, and they want safety and security. He ran on protecting Americans and legal immigrants from this kind of carnage. Yep. The fact that this was allowed to happen in the first place, as you said, and it was a fantastic monologue, was beyond abominable, but it happens every day in different levels and different forms.
Yeah, that open border.
We're seeing it.
That open border is to replace you, ladies and gentlemen out there. They're trying to replace you. They don't like you. Let's hear Ingraham finish her commentary.
Do you think that Democrats are willing to take a loss of a Kate Steinle or someone like that, buy an illegal in a sanctuary city in order to further their political agenda?
Absolutely.
So they're okay with, people dying as long as the open borders keep happening?
It's kind of like on the sexual harassment stuff where you have women saying, well, if a few men have to be accused, and they're innocent, but they have to go through hell, it's worth it.
Wow.
They are more afraid of conservative, Christian, traditional Americans than they are ISIS, Al-Qaeda, illegal immigrants, drugs coming across the border, guns, human trafficking. They can talk a good game, how they're pro-women, and we're all about women. I can tell you who doesn't have any women's reproductive rights right now, Kate Steinle. And a lot of people like her.
Kate Steinle, no reproductive rights, the war on women. We'll be right back.
News Talk 710, KNUS.
Interested in trading as a way to generate extra monthly income? Listen up. Before you sign up for some garbage program or awkward in-person seminar, you really need to hear about the online trader program that everyone's talking about. This is the program that allows you to get your account funded with someone else's money. That's right. Apiary Fund will gladly put up to $100,000 of their money into your trading account. And the best part, you get to keep 85% of the profits without putting in a dime of your own money. Apiary Fund and this program are growing like crazy. If you're looking for a way to generate extra income every month and finally learn how to win trades like the pros, just call 800-342-2968. Leave your email address on our voicemail and we will send you all the exciting details of how to trade Apiary Fund's money and not your own. Call 800-342-2968. And again, just leave your email on our voicemail to get your free report on how you can trade someone else's money. Call 800-342-2968. That's 800-342-2968.
This is Michael Medved. I'm here with Mike Stahl from Health Markets, helping folks find the right Medicare coverage. The news reports say that the rates might be going down.
The government projects the cost of Medicare plans will decrease this year. So you have to ask yourself, are you getting the best rate? Health Markets offers a free service with access to thousands of Medicare plans nationwide to help folks maximize their benefits and save money.
What is it people need to keep in mind?
Enrollment in the right plan is not automatic. With so many Medicare options, it can be confusing. My advice, don't go it alone. Get unbiased help to find a plan that may cost less and cover more with lower co-payments, more choices like dental and vision, and the freedom to choose your doctors. With the enrollment deadline only weeks away, it's important to act now. Our Health Markets Medicare assistance is free.
Thanks, Mike. This is Michael Medved for Health Markets.
For your free Medicare assistance, call 800-501-6643. That's 800-501-6643. 800-501-6643.
Hey, this is Brad Jenkins of The Brad Jenkins Show right here on 710 KNUS. Now, I know you're tired of hearing financial ads offering some free book when all you really want is to have your retirement and investment questions answered. At Jenkins Wealth, we're here to help with that. Give us a call today for a one-on-one review at 720-457-6844. And tune in Saturdays at 2 p.m. on 710 KNUS.
Jenkins Wealth Management Group is a financial services firm that offers a broad array of products and services, including insurance and annuities. Licensed in Colorado.
The enrollment period for Medicare just started. That's why we have a special guest to explain it all. Mike Stahl from Health Markets, a national organization that helps people find the right Medicare coverage. The news reports say that Medicare rates are going down.
That's right. The government projects the cost of Medicare plans will decrease this year. So you have to ask yourself, are you getting the best rate? Health Markets offers a free service that searches thousands of Medicare plans nationwide to help folks maximize their benefits and save money.
What do people need to know now, Mike?
Medicare plans can change every year. Enrollment in the right plan is not automatic. We'll search thousands of Medicare plans from insurance companies nationwide, plans that may cost less and cover more.
This is such important and timely information, Mike. Tell us how people can receive free help from Health Markets.
Go to healthmarkets.com or call 800-694-4542. That's 800-694-4542. 800-694-4542.
Play our mobile app Scratch to Win Advent Calendar Contest to win cool prizes and great stocking stuffers.
Today's prize is a gift certificate from the Fresh Fish Company.
Scratch to win every day now through Christmas Eve. Play on Christmas Day and you could win the grand prize, a Bandamere Speedway prize package valued at over $500. Download our mobile app today in the App Store and Google Play. This is Backbone Radio with Matt Dunn. News Talk 710 KNUS.